Steve Gamache here with a Chef Knives to Go quick look product video, and in this edition we are checking out the Kanehide, if I'm getting this right, Bessaku Gyuto 240mm knife. This knife is composed of a semi-stainless steel, and it is a monosteel construction, so the blade has no layers or cladding. It's all one material throughout the blade. This semi-stainless is pretty cool. It's treated about 60 to 61 Rockwell, and it's the same steel that they use in the highly touted Kikuichi TKC series, so it's a really nice steel. The weight on the knife is about 5.8 ounces. The blade length is right about 240 on the edge, and the overall length on this one's about 14 inches. The spine thickness, this is a pretty thin blade, is about 2.2 millimeters back here at the heel, and slims down just a little bit as you go down, but tapers down into a really nice distal taper that we'll see close up in a second. The height on this blade is not super high for a 240. It's about 45.5 millimeters at the heel. The handle is I think it's rosewood. They don't really advertise it on the site or say, but it's a nicely done rosewood handle with really good fit and finish throughout. I'm impressed with the fit and finish of these blades given the price tag on them. Let's take a closer look at some of the knife features. So here's your spine, and you can see that maintain quite a bit of that until you hit the front third of the blade, but then it tapers down into a really good distal taper with the grind of the knife, and it's quite thin at the tip. The blade has a nice finish to it. This one is set up as a lefty, so it's got you can buy these as either left-handed or right-handed versions. So this one has the curve. You can see the curve on the reflection there of the blade on the left side of the knife as you hold it, and primarily the edge bevel is like 90-10 left-hand bias, so most of the edge bevel is on the left-hand side of the knife. You can kind of see that there. And the back side of the blade, in this case the right-hand side, is almost basically flat, just about flat, and tiny bit of a micro bevel there. If you get a right-handed version, that'll flip-flop between left and right. And let's see the balance point on this knife. Let's back it up a little bit. Let's look at the handle while we're at it. So the handle, I'm quite impressed with the fit and finish on these handles, and the wood's really nice on these handles. Really impressed with that. Nice fit and finish all the way around on the knife as well. Balance point on this particular model is right about there, slightly behind the pinch grip. The handle is a full tang handle though, and it's nice nimble feel. A little bit of a flex to the blade, especially towards the tip. Not a ton, but a little bit of a flex towards the blade because it's not a real thin blade. And let's see, let's look at the troll shot. Let's bring it in a little tighter here. We'll look at it. So there's your troll shot. You can kind of see that edge bevel showing. As far as the general edge profile or belly or shape of the knife, it's got a gentle profile throughout. It's fairly flat overall because it's not a tall blade, but it doesn't have a long flat spot per se. Let's take a look at it on our board, and we'll get a look at it. So here's what it's going to look like on the cutting board. We can get some of those reflections off of there. So it just rocks into a nice gentle profile. There's not really any long flat spot to speak of. It's a gentle rocker throughout. You can get pretty high before you dig the tip in on this, but nice smooth rock into that. I can say it's the first Gyuto I've used that is a single bevel style, and it did steer on me a little bit to the right, which is unusual for a knife. It'll take a little bit of adjustment to get used to that, lefty or righty, assuming you get the appropriate version. And but it's a very interesting blade, so unusual to get a single, shouldn't say single bevel necessarily, but a left-hand or right-hand straight biased Gyuto. So there you have a knife with real nice fit and finish, nice handle wood, great steel. The Kanehide Bessaku, if I'm getting that right, Gyuto 240mm.